Hi, I'm Sol, and I want to tell you about why I wrote the song I Have a Father. Psalm 68 verses 4 and 5 says this: "Sing to God, sing in praise of his name, extol him who rides on the clouds, rejoice before him. His name is the Lord, a father to the fatherless, a defender of widows is God in his holy dwelling." What comes to mind when you think of your dad? For a lot of people living around here, that's a really tough question. As Christians, we know we have a perfect Heavenly Father who loves and cares for us. The Bible tells us that. But we can't see him. We live by faith and not by sight, and that's not always easy. So how might our understanding of God the Father and how we relate to him be distorted or even damaged by a painful association with an earthly father? What if your only point of reference is a dad who was abusive or absent? Here's some stats. 85% of single-parent families are headed by mums. Now that's a lot of kids growing up in the UK without a dad in the home. 92% of single parents moving into social housing are women, and a significant number of them are living in poverty. 1 in 4 women in England and Wales will experience domestic abuse in their lifetime. 20% of children in the UK have lived with an adult perpetrating domestic abuse. That's 1 in 5 kids. And 93% of defendants in domestic abuse cases are male. Proverbs 9 verse 10 says this: "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding." So if you feared your dad growing up, what's the difference? Is God the Father just another father to be afraid of? Well, this song was written to help Christians relate in safety and with confidence to our perfect Heavenly Father, and to understand who he is. But this song is also, and actually more importantly, about how our Heavenly Father relates to us. Okay, so verse 1 of our song uses language from Psalm 8. God is the creator and sustainer of all things. A good dad is a strong dad, a man who leads, protects, and cares for his family, who provides an environment in which his children can grow and thrive in safety. Well, your Heavenly Father is almighty. He is all-powerful. There is no one like him. He has no rival. He provides everything we need. He made you, and he knows all about you. He is interested in you. Psalm 8 tells us God is mindful of us. He cares for us.
I have a Father who made the heavens above. He formed the mountains and cries the sea. He rules creation, the sovereign King of love, and he is mindful and cares for me.
Verse 2 then, God is reliable and kind. He is faithful. God the Father won't ever let you down. But let's be clear, he doesn't owe us anything. He isn't faithful because he feels he ought to be. Psalm 149 verse 4 says, "For the Lord takes delight in his people." Being our Father isn't a duty to God, it's a delight. He chose you in him before the creation of the world to be holy and blameless in his sight. In love, he predestined us for adoption to sonship through Jesus Christ, in accordance with his pleasure and will.
I have a Father I can depend upon. He's ever faithful and always kind. Though I'm unworthy, and he is holy God, my Father loved me before all time.
Okay, for the chorus, you've just got to go for it. It's big, it's high, and it's straight in. It's split men and women so we can corporately express something of the family nature of God's people. Brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, worshipping our Heavenly Father together. So we're using the chorus to proclaim big, glorious things here. Language taken from Revelation 5. "Then I heard every creature in heaven and on earth and under the earth and on the sea and all that is in them, saying, "To him who sits on the throne and to the Lamb be praise and honour and glory and power forever and ever."
All the glory, all the glory, all the honor, all the honor, all the power, worthy of all praise.
In verse 3, we must own our sin. Like a rebellious child, we have broken his law. We have not kept his commandments. We have sinned against God. And we must acknowledge that God is angry at us for our sin. But you can never reference the righteous anger of God at sinners with any experience you might have of growing up with an angry dad who flies off the handle in a rage when you annoy him. They couldn't be more different. Listen to how God describes himself to Moses on Mount Sinai from the book of Exodus. The Lord, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness. Our Heavenly Father doesn't lash out violently, but He is a God of justice, and the wages of sin is death. He can't just turn a blind eye to our rebellion, because He is holy. But instead of punishing us, which is what we deserve, He pursues us, and while we were still far off, He made a way to adopt us into His family. He sent Jesus, the sinless Son of God, to rescue us.
I have a Father who sent His only Son from heights of heaven to Calvary. His righteous anger at wrongs that I have done, He poured on Jesus to ransom me.
Jesus came willingly to die on the cross for your sin and mine. At the cross, Jesus was forsaken by His Father so that you won't be.
This is my Father, my perfect Father, like no other, rich in mercy.
Okay, final verse 4. Lamentations 5 verses 1 to 3 says this: "Remember, O Lord, what has befallen us. Look and see our disgrace. Our inheritance has been turned over to strangers, our home to foreigners. We have become orphans, fatherless. Our mothers are like widows." I work part-time as a pupil support assistant or teaching assistant in our local high school. Many of the kids I work with have no dad at home. Some don't even know who their dads are. Others have lost their dads in tragic circumstances. I work with youngsters who are growing up in very difficult environments. In our community and many others like it around the UK, there are so many sad, lost, angry and confused kids, growing up with no point of reference to a loving dad, and no knowledge of our perfect, loving Heavenly Father who cares deeply for them. But I call this to mind, and therefore I have hope. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness.
I have a Father.